Hey there folks, Wrel here. Welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect 3. Playing through it. Still a little bit sick.
Oh, Sarah, how about your buddy? The one who joined Cerberus. You heard from him?
No, Commander, Dr. Chapel sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the med bay.
Alright, I guess I should go down there. Check on my doctor.
You always pull through, Commander. We've received the supplies from Tactus.
Everything good?
Indeed. We've acquired some very useful equipment. As such, I've been able to enhance the effectiveness of our Medigel delivery systems. I've also collated information that Liara may find of interest. Check with Cliff.
Cool. I think we actually have something else that we need to upgrade as well, as far as weapon stuff. Let's see. So let's grab a different power again. Maybe we'll do some see what haven't we seen? Carnage. That's a pretty easy one. Marksman would kind of be fun. We don't really need it, but Lash is definitely like a favorite. But we could do some actually, no, why don't we take Energy Drain? Nah. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll take Defense Drone. I don't really use this power, so I'm gonna see what it actually is gonna do for us. Alright. Electrocutes enemies with its firing range. Okay. Alright, so this is, is this Tally's drone? I just thought that this was something from Edie, but I think I'm wrong. Actually, it might be, I wonder if it's from, Legion. I wonder. But, increased duration, attack range, that's probably a little bit better. Attack rate. Or damage and attack range, we want that again. And chance to knock down, I can take it. Let's go for that. Why don't we bump our, throw is, like, we've just been avoiding it, but throw is amazing. It's just, why don't we just do that? Just go back into throw for kicks. Or I could go, let's go ahead and shockwave, finish it up. We'll get some, maybe make it not completely worthless. Alright, that's fine. So go check with Edie. Not Edie, Liara.
Have we heard from Agent DeTrace yet?
She has not reported in for over 8 hours.
Have an upgrade kit. So
Cheer when the Reapers invaded. I think we can assume.
boom. Medbay surgery.
Inform Agent Calamus he's now in charge.
Heal scars or health bonus since we're playing Paragon anyway. And store discount bonus or power damage bonus. Obviously the power damage. And this is all we've got so far, which is kind of sweet. Little thanks. What happens when we talk to Garrus again? So this is post-Citadel. We had our little moments with everybody. And he's down here. No? He might be chillaxing with Ash. Actually, let's see if Liara has anything fun to say.
Hello again, Shepard.
Nope.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Alright. This way. And also we have to go upstairs for the the trainer scene.
Everybody was fighting the Rachni, trying to push them back through the relay. Finally, the Krogan were turned loose and stopped them.
I see.
But when the Krogan rebelled, we had to deploy the Genophage to stop them. Wasn't the only rebellion. 1,000 years later, the Geth revolted against the Quarians. That was a whole other war. Then along came the humans. My own people tangled with them for a while, and now, to top it all off, we've got the Reapers. What about you?
The Ouroboros fought the Densorim. The Andoromai conquered the Vandomai, and the Jatil turned against the Jah.
So, I guess nobody really ever gets their act together.
The Sinreal claimed to have found the path to eternal peace.
What happened?
The Ditaka preferred war and wiped them out.
I hope you guys had alcohol.
Some of the crew seem shocked by the monstrosities we have encountered. They haven't seen what the Reapers could corrupt after 100 years. That was our war. Every battle conjured a new nightmare.
Samara's the kind of soldier we need in this war. Nothing gets in her way. I just hope I'm not in her way someday. That woman means business.
All right.
It's a brilliant tactic.
Oh.
When you think about it.
But it's evil.
When has that ever mattered in war?
Yeah, but converting other life forms into Reapers? I can't wrap my head around that.
Makes sense to me. It ensures you never run out of cannon fodder. Eliminates any local resistance. And for every soldier you add, your enemy loses two. The one you converted, and his buddy on the other side who can't pull the trigger on a friend.
You sound like you admire them.
Same way I admire a virus or a thresher maw. They've adapted perfectly to their situation.
But the Reapers want to destroy us.
And I have no intention of letting them. But if you don't respect your enemy's capabilities, you're in for one nasty surprise after another.
I like that that little interaction. It's very true, obviously, know your enemy. But also there's kind of a beauty, even when you think about how evil, exists, and just some of the, what the leaders did over time, like Hitler, as far as I know, obviously a horrible person to the point where we don't even like to talk about him, but I believe, and somebody will have to correct me if I'm wrong, or please don't, either way, he got all of his people, or the non-Germans, right, to commit their weapons to like an armory, a safe place to hold them, and then when he got them all, he said, okay, well, now I'm not giving them back. And it was a way to, it quelled what would have been, more bloody uprising. Like, it just stopped it dead in its tracks. And it's kind of something that you have to pay attention to when you think about history in general, is that people do what people do. And, as much as you may fear something, you still need to try to understand it.
Hey, Commander. I dug out some letters my youngest sister wrote when she was in high school. She was having a hard time. Teen drama and all that. Just needed her big sis. I guess with everything that happened down there, I just wanted to read them again.
Okay. Alright. Engineering. Stop by. Say hi to Ken and Gabby.
Not sure what to think about that little mech dog roaming the ship.
You mean Sophie? I think she's cute.
What purpose does she serve?
I guess I have a soft spot for worthless dogs. Look how long I've been with you.
So the dog is actually, I want to say he's not downloadable content. If you bought the collector's edition, you get him. But he just, roams the, not the engineering bay, the one below it.
Commander, thank you.
It's great to be back.
Oh, your head.
Good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
And we're going to ignore Chief Engineer. Let's go see if stupid face.
Falling down tired. I need a folding chair or something. In the old days, they didn't have automatic cameras. Reporters had to cake on the makeup.
Yeah. That character. Such a waste. It's kind of unfortunate. Shuttle Bay.
It's got heart,
Oh, come on. The M44 Hammerhead is vastly superior.
Come on, that thing's made of tissue paper. At least the Mako can take a few hits.
I'd hope so. That thing handles like a drunk rhino. No agility whatsoever.
More like a bull that can climb and climb for days.
It only climbs because of its stupid, vertically aligned Mass Effect fields. Jump or stick. No speed. No lateral movement.
Hey, with a cannon like that, who needs to move?
If you want that, why don't you just stick with the old M29 Grizzly?
Hey, I love that tank.
You would be one to love grizzly bears, Mr. Vega.
What? What's so funny?
That was a random, unnecessary joke that just felt out of place to emphasize the fact that Cortez is gay. Yeah.
Hey.
Hi. Good dog. Good dog. Okay, fine.
The next time you blow up a monastery, let me know you've left the premises, okay? I need to know if I'm picking up my commander in one piece or many.
All right. So we can look at all of the, we can get, like, you know, special armors. These are actually either downloadable content or ones that you, I should think they're all downloadable content from Mass Effect 2. And then they just, like, you know, put them up as options in Mass Effect 3, which is kind of interesting. So you can have some stuff that really fits your playstyle. Alright, I don't think I care so much about this, but let's upgrade our Revenant. For reasons. Oh yeah. Dang right. Okay. Oh, particle rifle, let's go to that one too. 4, 5. Boom. And back up to captain's cabin. Gonna talk to Trainer.
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this. Oh, an actual shower. The faucets in the women's bathroom are crap, by the way. Well, Commander, ready to play?
Play?
I picked up a chessboard on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly as nice as real pieces, but this takes up less space. And I recall you delivered something that closely resembled a challenge. So, interested?
This is a trap, isn't it?
I'm just a simple lab scientist, Commander. I'm sure your real-world expertise will give you an edge.
Oh, come on!
My word, Commander. It's almost as though you wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8 square grid.
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line like the Krogan can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
And the other doesn't have a smart-ass comm officer to keep her in line.
Ooh, that's even better than the number of testicles punchline.
I'm glad you didn't run back to the lab, Trainer.
Thanks. So, rematch?
Hell yes.
Alright, so Trainer's still up here. Oh wait. Oh no. Oh, you know what? It might be because we're in a relationship, like a legitimate one with Liara. But if you carry on, I guess if you're not locked into a relationship, she'll like use your shower, and you can like like she'll make a comment that like gives you an opening, and then you'll like be invited in or something. But she's only up for chicks, not for dudes. And yeah, so that's the thing.
James, I've got some time if you want to talk privately.
On my way. Hey man, how's it going?
Good, James. You?
Good, good. Wow. So this is what I can look forward to when I get my own command.
You want your own ship, Vega?
Yeah, maybe one day. When I'm old and I can't fight worth shit anymore.
You just come up here to make fun of your commander.
Sorry, Lola. I guess maybe I got some things on my mind. I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Shoot.
What did you do when they asked you to join the N7 program? I mean, was it a no-brainer for you, or did you think about it before accepting?
I'm a soldier, Vega, and I wanted to be the best damn soldier I could be. It doesn't get better than N7.
So I hear.
You get the best training, best equipment, best assignments.
And they expect the best in return.
Yes, they do. Why are you asking?
Well, even all the shit that's going on, somebody somewhere managed to track me down and forward an N7 commendation. It's dated the same day the Reapers attacked Earth.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Well, aside from the fact that there won't be an N7 program if we don't win this war, being a soldier's the only thing I've ever been really good at. And not because I try. Hell, I'd have kicked my ass out years ago. Last time I had a command, I lost almost everyone. And they promoted me for it. I guess I'm just not sure if I'm ready to lead again. I don't know if I want that responsibility.
You mentioned that before. What went wrong?
What didn't go wrong? We were out on patrol, checking on some strange readings, and the collectors hit. But they hit the colony first. By the time we got back, most of the colonists had been subdued or abducted, including our CO, Captain Tony.
So you were in charge?
Yeah. We laid low for a bit, waiting for a chance to strike, but before we could, we were betrayed. One of the colonists turned out to be a Cerberus spy working with the collectors. I had no choice. I killed him and destroyed the collector ship. But it got ugly. We lost most of the colonists and all but one of my squad. Not exactly a textbook operation.
You can't blame yourself for being put in a tough situation. And if you were promoted, then something must have gone right.
Sure, but...
If you'd saved them all, would things have worked out better?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The right choice is usually not the easy one.
Yeah. Did you know that before you joined the N7?
Yep. That's why I was asked. And it's why they asked you. There is not a single N7 that hasn't sacrificed either themselves or their soldiers at some point.
So you think I should accept?
Only you can make that decision, James. But I think you already know the answer.
I'm glad you think so. If you don't mind, maybe don't mention this to anyone else.
Of course not.
Gracias. Well, I think I better get back to the hangar. Things here, it's a little too soft for me.
The bed's a lot harder than it looks.
Are you flirting with me, Lola? I'm going. Thanks again, Shepard.
Anytime.
Alright, so you probably get the Vega thing too if you're not in a relationship lockdown. Oh no, I've never pursued that. But yeah. Let's see. War room. Does she still want to meet on Citadel? Again? Jacob. Okay. Citadel. Alright. I'm ordering on Normandy and dry dock, blah blah blah. So this is our priority Citadel shore leave. This is where we can do the Citadel DLC. We don't want to. Not going to do it yet. But we are going to talk to Joker. Yeah, you want to do the Citadel DLC after you basically do one of the later missions, and then you'll have access to all the other party members, and you'll have basically the best, the most fun, I guess.
All right, here's another one. Dates back to the Rachni Wars. So a Krogan and a Solarian have landed on a Rachni world for a top secret mission.
That is unlikely. Solarians rarely took part in raids on Rachni-occupied worlds directly.
Missing the point. So the two guys are climbing up a hill going through this nasty green fog. And as they get near the top, they come out of the fog, and the Solarian sees thousands of Rachni. He looks over at the Krogan and says, "Oh, well, that makes me nervous." The Krogan says, "You think that's scary? When this is over, I have to go back down through that fog by myself."
The implication being that the Solarian soldier would be dead.
Yes. Thank you for killing the 2,000-year-old joke.
That joke plays to racial stereotypes on both sides. The Krogan appears brutish and insensitive, while the Solarian appears weak. Stereotypes such as exemplified here led to the development and use of the genophage.
Well, yeah. It's also one of the only jokes you'll hear both Solarians and Krogan telling. Comedy isn't really about being nice. Sometimes it's a way to air out the ugly things people think.
Dang right. That's probably one of the... I've actually never heard that line before, so that's great and very, very true.
Glad you talked Samara down.
I never thought I'd see her flinch from her duty.
I don't know. On one hand, that code's all she's had to live by for, God, centuries. Then the galaxy goes to hell. The old rules don't cut it anymore. I mean, we're cutting some corners, right?
A few.
Well, the Alliance can always court-martial us after we save the galaxy.
Yes, Shepard?
Nope.
Carry on.
Noted.
If you wish to talk more. Noted.
Noted, Sai. Noted, Sai. Alright. I think we have some time. We should go... no, maybe, yes. Okay. So... let's get started on something. How about that? Instead of keeping this a super short episode like we did the last couple, there's just so much running around. But let's get started on something a little bit bigger. Alright, so we have not a whole lot of gas, but... oh my god! Okay. No? Nothing? Okay.
Signal confirmed.
Dang it. Oh. So go here. Stop at the mass relay. And there's another, I guess, planet in the system that I can't actually get to. Oh well. Maybe. Alright, Intel. I think that'll give us an upgrade kit, maybe? Let's get some gas. 650, that's plenty. And what's this? More? Ooh, yes. Okay. Okay, so Kalini did have... Is there anything down here? Is there any other planet? Can I zoom out or something? No, I can't. Okay. You know what? Kalini. Alright. Cerberus Lab, Quarians, other things, abductions. Alright, so let's go back to the Citadel. And we're gonna meet Dr. Bryson. And we'll get started there. So we don't want to accidentally click on... we don't want to click on either of those. Just Dr. Bryson's lab.
want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
I could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine, but I could use your help sorting this out, EDI. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger.
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it, get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
All right. So... So, this is the Leviathan DLC. And it's, well...
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found.
About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper Killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say, then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Alright, so we're gonna use the galaxy map, but...
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Okay, so gotta find the clues. It's like a scavenger hunt.
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results in the Galaxy Map program.
Headshot. Alright. High velocity. This is kind of nice in general. Just getting to see another part of the Presidium that's not, you know, in the normal confined places. Pistol, ultralight.
Sovereign, vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. The hell does that mean?
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
Alright. Alright. You ready? You ready?
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Wait, not yet.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample with traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need EZO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Thorian.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
The photographs have a trace chemical residue. It may be visible under another light source. Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding the search filter now.
Alright. What else we got?
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding it now.
Alright, I like how the the data's just like sitting right next to it. If we can find oh, it's right here.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Alright.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Alright, let's get back to the datapad we found earlier.
Da da da. Could have sworn Edie said something interesting about one of these. And I thought it was a plesiosaur. But I guess not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Alright.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
Alright. Save it. Right here. Did I miss something? Nope, I don't think so. Alright.
Reaper activity.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Element 0 deposits.
Three possibilities.
Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. 3 possibilities.
Alien sightings.
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Alright. So that is what we want. Can we talk to this thing? No? Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're gonna end it. It's the beginning of Leviathan. And it's probably gonna be... Might be able to pull off... might be able to complete it in the next episode, but it might take 2 episodes. Nothing wrong with that. It has a lot of... well, it has some really good encounters. And the story is interesting because it plays right into some of the history of the Reapers themselves. And this was downloadable content, which honestly, it doesn't it doesn't really affect the overall, like, the end results of the game, which is kind of the downside of it being downloadable content. But it does have some really interesting things that we can explore. And yeah, some of the fights are really cool. So we'll take a look. Thanks very much, folks, for hanging out, and we'll catch you next time.